What drove you to not rely on the university lifestyle, but go on your own path?
Um, it's a good question. I just didn't like the whole. I mean, I wanted to do a business degree or a medical degree, but just the whole idea of having to wait so long to do something. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, business is the same. You have to wait so long, but there's no um guaranteed future. You could do a degree and you're not even guaranteed a job. I've always loved working. I don't know why, but I've just always loved working, whether it's with my dad. And I've always just liked thinking outside of the box and meeting new people. Like I just love connecting with people,
Yeah.
socializing, just growing networks, building things. I was always just super creative. And I guess when those things come together, as any person who gets into business, that's kind of the whole idea of it as well stems from me not going to university. University is a great platform, but it's having our own university where we can teach um, people business. The whole thing that got me about university is you're being, for example, for a business course. I mean, you're being taught by a guy's teaching you about business, guy or girl. But if they were really teaching you about business, then why aren't they running their own? The whole idea of starting our own online university run by business people for business people is where it's being taught to you by people who are actually running their business as their main source of income.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they're just teaching you knowledge on the side instead of someone who's purely teaching you about business without having a business. That's who, I mean, part of it, like you said, is just always wanting to help people. But for me, it probably is just stop complaining. Someone has it worse. And in my life, I've learned, which is something that I had to adapt because in school I could always blame the teacher for not teaching me well enough, and that was something I used to do. I didn't learn this and this because it was their fault they didn't teach me, or it was my friends distracting me. But the biggest thing that I've learned now is stop complaining. Someone always has it worse, and everything is my fault. Like if something goes wrong, it was my fault.
What's your why in life itself, or this in this business that you're going through?
hmm Um, I just want to impact as many people as I possibly can and change lives.
So
I
that's
know
why
that.
Kerwin Ray is the person I would love to work with one day. And if I do,
Yeah,
I like
definitely.
complete. Yeah, yeah. I think he's just great.
And
What would you now? What would you tell your 15-year-old self?
um, ooh, definitely, definitely try heaps of new stuff.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because I used to be a really, really quiet person. I was so. What defines me? Um, my my passion for just connecting people and wanting to connect people and my work ethic.
Awesome.
I work extremely hard, but
Okay. And the last thing is that what do you want to tell the world before you leave?
um don't worry about what other people will think of you.
A great young entrepreneur that had a vision from a very young age to grow himself. Not only did he avoid university, but he created his own university. Not only did he avoid the 9 to 5, but he created his own work ethics and his own timeline for working. He's no longer working 40 hours, he's working 80 hours to avoid working 40 hours. That is a tenacity. If you want to understand yourself from a perspective of how to grow, continue reaching out to people, continue networking, and as he said, don't care what people say. Don't even listen to what when they hold you back. You're never gonna be criticized by somebody that's doing better than you. It's always somebody that's doing worse. So continue fighting forward. Find out what your vision, find out what your calling is in life, and grow into it. Reach out to it, understand it, make it your own, and then travel on that journey, understanding how can you become the full complete self of who you are. Define yourself by your action, your attitude, your vision. Don't define yourself by telling people what you're gonna do. Just go out there and do it. Find out your why. Your why is your passion, your drive, your desires, your need to fulfill a certain goal, going from where you are now to a desired perspective. And that's what I call the love journey itself. It's